Welcome back to GoValiants.com. Second half action about to get underway. The Valiants lead the Monarchs 36-34. Let's look at some first half standouts really quick. For the Valiants, top scorers Alex Tucci has 12 and Sean Smith has 11. No one else is in double figures. For Kings PA, the top scorers are Connor Callejas with 12 and the second leading scorer is Tyler Milan with 8. So balanced scoring for both teams. What do we expect for the second half, Tim?
Well, I expect the Valiants, Eli, to try to at least have an attempt to shut down this three-point game. Coming out for Kings PA, 6 of 13 from beyond the arc, which is 46%. 6-7, by the way, from the free throw line, so they're coming out making their free throws. Valiants only 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. So if I'm the Valiants, I got to shut down this three-point game. It's been a big factor thus far for Kings.
So inbounding in front of us will be Tyler Milan, the sophomore, and immediately we have a foul on Sean Smith right away.
That was aggressive defense there by Smith to open it up. You want to try to get a steal right away.
And trouble for Manhattanville. That's Sean Smith's third personal, I believe.
That's actually on his second.
Second, okay. It's in the hands of Fassini. They work it around. Callejas in the corner gets the screen. Drive and kick. It's now in the hands of Tanner. 6 on the shot clock. Great step back. They're going to call another travel. I'll tell you, Tim, he did that move in the first half, and it looked legal to me. And it looked legal there, but I guess the Valiants catch a break. I mean, that didn't look like steps to me. That just looked like a good step back.
Yeah, unless he did something with the pivot foot that I didn't see. I don't really think that was much of a travel. But anyways, the Valiants get it back.
So Arena, following the controversial call, will bring it up. Guarded tightly. Sean Smith thinks about 3. Instead elects to swing it to Cobbs. Now it's to Arena. Back to Cobbs. Tucci now has the smaller Callejas on him. But he picks up his dribble. 7 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get going. Arena against Tanner. Gets to a strong hand. Great pass to Smith. Smith is rejected. We got a jump ball. Tremendous defensive play by Fassini.
And the Valiants just get bailed out there because of that jump ball. Well, actually not really bailed out because there's 1 second left on the shot clock.
They lob it up to Smith, and he can't get it to go.
Oh, and it's deflected by Smith.
And here comes the Monarchs. Tanner across the lane. Hands it off to Bailey, who had a quiet first half. He's their second leading scorer. Step back, Callejas in and out.
And I'll tell you, the confidence of Callejas thus far in the game, he's been fearless to put up shots. And that's the reason why he's one of the better shooters on the team.
Here comes Arena, gets to a strong hand. He's fouled. Can't get it to go. Let's see if it's in the act of shooting. It should be. And it will be. Arena is at the line to shoot 2 here with the Valiants up by 2.
So Dom Arena, he has 4 points on the game, Eli. However, his ability to get a few assists have been very, very strong for the Valiants, as that's been a big factor to their early hot start.
As Arena can't convert on the first attempt. Arena logged 12 minutes in the first half. Had 4 assists, 4 points, and we got a lane violation on Manhattanville.
I believe Cobb stepped over the line there a little bit too early.
So sluggish start for both teams to start the second half.
And that took away a point there, so that's a little bit harsh for the Valiants.
Fassini has the littler Arena on him and just bodies him in. That's too easy. They got the mismatch and took advantage.
But I suppose that's better than them passing it out and dishing for a 3-point attempt.
This game's knotted up at 36. Tucci now wants to post up the undersized Callejas, but instead they work it to Sean Smith. Sean Smith, floater in the lane, in and out. And here comes Tanner. And we're going to get a foul on Quinlan. Not a bad idea to try to draw the charge, as you said, but not in the right position.
That's Quinlan's first of the evening.
As Tyler Milan out of Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania, inbounds to the freshman Tanner.
We have a shot clock adjustment there. Jumped a little bit in time.
So they're going to set it back 2 seconds to 25. It was at 27.
Eli, looking at this setup, you gotta imagine the production for Alex Tucci and Sean Smith are even gonna be in more of an important role for the Valiants here in the second half.
Fazzini against Tucci. Footwork, up and under, got it. Chris Fazzini showing off the footwork. 2-point lead for the Monarchs.
Yet again, we're seeing another back and forth game on both sides.
A lot of contact, and it's going the other way. Josiah Cobbs is called for the charge. Stepping in was both Milan and Bailey to take the hit. Well done by the Monarchs.
And the Monarchs have come out showing a lot of energy here compared to the last half. They're just coming out and trying to outsize and use their physical attributes and awareness to outdo the Valiants.
So Pat Scanlon will take a 30-second timeout here, but very physical second half as we saw Sean Smith picked up the foul before even the ball was inbounded to start the half, and now a charge called on Cobbs, and it's been a physical second half.
Oh, absolutely, and now the Monarchs having the better edge of the stick as they've really done a good job really taking advantage of the size, and if they continue to do what they're doing on the offensive end, forcing fouls on the Valiants, who have 3 here, not even 3 minutes in, you're going to see a long day as they'll go to the free throw line a lot more in the second half.
Callejas against Tucci following the timeout. Fazzini's looking to post up still, but they work it around the perimeter. Tanner picks up his dribble. Now it's Fazzini against Cobbs. Back to the basket. Takes at him. And Cobbs is called for the foul. Pat Scanlon signaling that he had his hands straight up, that was clean defense. I think he has a strong case.
And Eli, now you're starting to see more of an attack in the paint for the Kings unit. I gotta ask you, do you think that perhaps going into halftime they planned for the Valiants to start adjusting towards that 3-point game, so now they're gonna start really working it in and drawing fouls?
I think that was definitely part of the halftime plan. Try to change things up here as they trailed at halftime. Here comes Cobbs. He's double teamed. He's got to get it past half court. Nearly a 10-second violation, but Arena gets it past. Arena to Smith. Smith, 2 defenders on him. No call, but follows his own shot. So Smith is such a good rebounder, he can even rebound his own shots and go back up with them. Give Smith 13 on the day. And the Valiants trail by just 2 now. 16:41 to go, second half. Bailey averages 11 a game, but he's been quiet thus far. Off a double screen is Callejas. Bailey for 3, blocked by Tucci. What a rejection. That is his third, you are correct. Tucci, oh!
Oh, they're going the other way. So one ref pointing the other direction. They're going to say, okay, now they're going to say.
Yeah, Tim, I see your point because one of the refs signaled a charge, so they must have changed it.
Well, the ref on the left side signaled the ball going the other way, but Tucci now for an and 1.
Oh, Tucci misses everything on that one. Maybe he was a little surprised that they changed the call, but Tucci was able to convert and tie the game at 40. Give Tucci 14 points, a team high. Sean Smith has 13.
Oh, wow, that's
a ticky-tack foul. Quinlan looks like he had the steal, but a foul is called on Quinlan. Give Quinlan 2 on the day. So the Monarchs will inbound. Tanner, the freshman, to Callejas. Jab step. Fazzini rolls. 16 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Valiants, cutting off every possible angle. Callejas is going to have to go against a tremendous defender in Cobbs. Callejas all the way to the basket, kicks it out. Bailey, Milan, straightaway 3, too short, and Cobbs collects the rebound.
I'm a little bit surprised that Callejas didn't just put it up, or excuse me, Callejas didn't put it up. He had the drive and he had the spacing, but instead he opted to kick it out instead.
Cross court, Cobbs for three. No good. And we got a loose ball foul on Milan. Boxing out Tucci, so good job by Alex Tucci to get position.
I was going to say, when I called that foul, first I thought they were going to call it Tucci, which to me made no sense. Milan was holding on to Tucci's leg, grabbing him.
So Arena will inbound under the basket. Cobbs to Arena. Sean Smith wants to post up. Dangerous pass, and it's last touched by Sean Smith. Arena tried to force it in there. Smith didn't really have position on Milan. Risky play there. It's going back to Kings in a tie game.
Telling you right now, something that may get the Valiants going in a momentum shift is perhaps a Sean Smith alley-oop. We see that at least maybe once a game where he gets it done. Now would not be a bad time to do a give-and-go alley-oop slam.
Here comes Arena following the Fassini miss. Oh, nice move by Arena for two. Dom Arena putting the Kings in a little spin cycle for two. Three ball, Callejas can't get it to go. And Sean Smith is just a rebounding machine in just his freshman year out of Sacred Heart and Yonkers. Arena to Tucci. Oh, right idea, but a turnover. Callejas to the basket. A lot of contact, no call. And Smith is pounded following the rebound. But Tim, who else on the boards besides Sean Smith? Oh, and a little beef.
It looked like Sean Smith was trying to push Quinlan away. Someone was going after Quinlan.
Tanner and Quinlan. Tim, we notice this every game. Quinlan is not afraid of conflict at all. He's not afraid to bump guys, get in their face. And I think after a while, Tanner might have just had enough of it, but Quinlan will exit and in will be Mike Ryan.
I believe Quinlan, they were just stepping up though and standing up for his teammate, trying to be a good teammate, as he didn't perhaps maybe like Sean Smith getting bumped over.
And Granda's also checked in for Arena. They run an off-ball screen for both Mike Ryan and Granda. Tucci, straightaway jump shot, short. Cobbs boards a new 30, and Cobbs will bring it back out. Valiants up two, 42-40. A lot of contact, no call. Tucci, drive and kick. Granda for three, short, and another loose ball foul. Alex Tucci making things happen again. I think it's going to be on Bailey. Let's see the call.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a height mismatch there. I'm surprised they put one of their taller guys on Mike Granda and not on Alex Tucci. And because of that, two shorter guards were there on the rebounding responsibility. And they're just grabbing and pushing off of Tucci.
And Bailey is scoreless today, their second leading scorer. Has a big old 0 on the scoreboard. Mike Ryan, Cobbs thinks about it. Instead says, why not take it to the basket? No good. Sean Smith gets it to go. Sean Smith cannot be denied in the second half.
He is in this game all over the boards. That's a lot of rebounds and a lot of points thus far for Smith. He put up a season high 21 just 2 games ago. And if he keeps up this momentum, he's going to surpass that, as he has 15 right now.
And Sean Smith doing a great job on defense, communicating, calling out where the screen is coming from. Good defense by Ryan.
Here we go.
Smith lays it in.
A Hail Mary and the lay-in.
Sean Smith with the finger roll. Give him 17 points with just 7 minutes gone by in the second half. What a showing for Tucci and Smith. Valiants up by 6. That's a 3 ball. Well to the left. One-handed rebound for the Albanian.
And perhaps a change of approach as they've gone back to digging from beyond the arc here.
Tucci for 3, in and out. And it's almost surprising when Sean Smith doesn't come up with the rebound. Tanner looks to push. Now it's Callejas against Granda, senior on freshman. Good defense by Mike Granda. 15 on the shot clock. Flashing middle is Maloney, but nothing there. Now Maloney gets it back. Great defense. Angelo's going to have to do something. Oh, Mike Ryan knocks it away. And it's a violation. Great defense by the Valiants. And the Kennedy Crazies are loving it. It's going back to the Valiants. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Monarchs. Tim, what a tremendous stretch this has been for the Valiants.
Well, absolutely. After it seemed like they had lost a little bit of energy coming into this half, they've come out firing after going down by a few points to Kings PA, and they've come out answering. Sean Smith yet again firing with a lot of big rebounds and really just putting the energy back into this team as what he usually does. That's something that's so special about him, is just with those alley-oop slams, it's like when he gets those opportunities, it's like the whole momentum just shifts. It's also noticeable that the Valiants out-rebound Kings PA 39-15.
Yeah, and a big part of that is on the offensive boards with Alex Tucci and Sean Smith doing a good job of putting a body on Kings PA defenders boxing out and winning second chance points for the Valiants, and that's why they have the largest lead of the afternoon at 6.
And you would assume this scoring deficit would be a lot bigger for the Valiants if they had just maybe stopped a few of those three balls. The three ball's been the story of the night for Kings. So really, if we took that away, this deficit could have been well over double digits.
So following the timeout, same 5 for the Monarchs, but for Manhattanville. Re-entering will be Chris Asen and Brian Haggerty. Cobbs and Smith will take a breather. Exactly 12 minutes to go, second half.
And Chris Asen has a few points today on his marking as well. He's been a big producer in the first half.
And now it's in the hands of Asen. To Granda. Granda calls out a play here. Tucci's flashing middle. Asen for 3 in the corner. Can't get it to go. Alex Tucci rebounds and puts it back up and in.
For a second, almost looked like Tucci was trying to bat it over to Haggerty, but then decided to finish it off himself.
Tucci having one of the best games of the season. 14 points, 3 blocks, and doing a tremendous job on the glass as well. As Callejas brings it back out. Oh, good pump fake. Gets Tucci flying. Now they work it down to Fazzini. And Mike Ryan draws the charge. Way to sacrifice your body.
Especially on the size disadvantage there. You have someone like that coming at you. Great job by being brave and holding it down and drawing the charge.
So Granda will bring it up following the defensive play by Mike Ryan. Granda works it side to side. They get it into Tucci, out to Asen, and Asen walks.
I was actually surprised Asen was going forward there. I was actually expecting him to take the 3. He has decent range from beyond the arc. Perhaps after seeing those last few drives, though, you set up a few plays for him there as they've been leaving him open from beyond the arc.
So Tanner stops on a dime on Asen. A foul is called.
It's going to be on Asen, I believe, as well.
It will be. Asen will pick up his second. Callejas in the corner. Now it's Angelo. 3 ball. Why not? Give Maloney his 8th points of the day, and the lead is back down to 5 now. Granda's pressured heavily. Oh, and he turns it over. 2-on-1. Tanner attacks, lays it in.
That was a great job there by Granda not fouling.
Tanner cuts the deficit for the Monarchs to just 3 and give Tanner his first bucket of the second half. Now it's Haggerty to Granda. Granda for 3. Off the backboard. And Dan Angelo out of Fort Drum, New York will bring it up. Work it around. Angelo Tanner thought about a three. He's cut off nicely. Maloney gets it into just checked into the game. Pat Mitchell, 5 on the shot clock. Callejas up and under. Callejas is fouled, but it appeared he took extra steps, but
I believe it's going to be on Haggerty.
he's going to the line for 2.
I'm going to say it's on Mike Ryan instead.
Tim, it looked like he moved his pivot foot, but he got bailed out on that one as he's looking for his 13th points of the afternoon.
And Coach Pat Scanlon going with a similar rotation here as he did in the first half, re-entering Sean Smith in for Alex Tucci to give Tucci a break. He did this similarly, putting in Mike Ryan and Asen first, and along with Haggerty, and then re-entering Sean Smith again after, but they're denying Smith the substitution due to him going to the line for 2.
So I'd assume after the first attempt, Smith will be allowed to check in. Callejas nails it, and that's exactly what will happen. So Tucci to the bench. So on the floor now, Asen, Ryan, Smith, Granda, and Haggerty round out the 5. And Tanner and Haggerty are still going back and forth. There's been a lot of words exchanged between Tanner and Manhattanville players.
And the last time the Valiants did this, by the way, Eli, in this exact rotation, the Valiants came out, put up a lot of points, led by Sean Smith.
And the lead is now 2, 48-46. Ryan nearly travels into the lane. Asen, Smith. Smith back out. Asen to Haggerty. Haggerty gets it to go. Give Brian Haggerty a deuce and his first of the evening. He's on the scoreboard late into the second half.
And that's a beautiful job there, utilizing Brian Haggerty's size. He's well known for his 3-ball and his shooting ability, but his size down low is also a big factor in his play.
And Tanner with an out-of-control move. Fight for the rebound. It's won by Asen. And here comes Granda. Granda to Smith. Smith attacks and lays it in. Sean Smith is just balling out right now.
He is absolutely fearless going into the paint. He is practically unstoppable.
Maloney for 3, too strong. And Tim, Sean Smith reminds me of Russell Westbrook. His motor is non-stop.
This would not be a bad time to set up that play that we infamously know.
The backdoor alley-oop.
Backdoor, yep.
But instead, Granda, Smith mid-range. That one's off. And Tanner grabs another board.
That's one thing. When Sean Smith trails behind, it's always a fear.
Wow, and Smith another rebound. And Maloney just keeps on firing and keeps on missing.
I'm pretty sure Sean Smith is closing in on a double-double here without a doubt.
Timeout, Pat Scanlon. Stay with us. We'll be back momentarily.
What? Does he have a double-double yet? Sean Smith. How many rebounds does Tucci need? Wait, he has 18 total? Okay. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we come back from this timeout. We've just been notified Sean Smith on the day has 18 rebounds, a double-double for him. Alex Tucci, by the way, as well, closing in on a double-double. He needs 2 more. How about that, though, an 18 rebound day? And most of them on the boards, Eli.
Unbelievable effort for Sean Smith. Give him 6 offensive rebounds as well. So part of the reason the Valiants have been able to extend this lead has been second chance points. And Smith and Tucci crashing the boards. I mean, if you're the Valiants, you got to love what you've got in Sean Smith. This guy's a freshman, and he's just getting better day by day. I'd like to see what he looks like senior year.
And absolutely, and most of the offensive rebounds he's had 2 are putbacks.
So Arena back in.
Oh, there it is!
Oh, the lob is a little bit off. But Smith gets it back. 3 on the shot clock. Smith too strong. Haggerty corrals another one.
We were waiting for it to happen, but the pass was just too far left.
The idea is certainly there once a game, at least, to try to set up Sean Smith. He tried again.
And he got it! Oh, what a slam!
There it is. So, Tim, I think you're a little bit excited. That's what I'm figuring out. You know, that actually took a long time. 13 minutes gone by in the second half for that to happen. I'm going to have to talk to Sean.
That was...
He left us in suspense. First attempt is good by Callejas.
Forget about that, though. The fact that they tried it once, didn't get it, and then they went to it again, that just shows how much confidence you have in him. 21 points, matching his season high as well.
As Callejas splits a pair. 54-48 Valiants. Full court pressure. And Arena beats it. Back to Arena. Asen now. Mike Ryan back to Asen. Asen, wing three, too strong.
Arena almost had a rebound.
And it's going to stay with the Valiants. Substitutions, Tucci, Madden, and Cobbs check in. And Asen, Haggerty, and Mike Ryan will exit as two guys who have double-doubles are now in the game, and Sean Smith and Tucci.
And this is no surprise here by Coach Pat Scanlon. He's going the same exact substituting method as he did here in the first half. Corey Madden being the only non-starter out on the court.
As Madden's pressured heavily at half court. Arena knocked away. Who's it off of? It's off of Milan. 17 on the shot clock for Manhattanville to work with. Arena calls out a play. Cobbs, who's had a quiet afternoon, just 3 points. Now Smith. Smith spins. Gets out of trouble. Madden for three. Why not? Corey Madden in the corner. Knocks it down. Valiants lead back up to 9 and give Madden his first points today as well.
And that's something Madden does so well, Eli. Shoot from the corner. He's got a lot of those this year.
Angelo for three. In and out. And Smith is just down on the floor. And he appears to be okay. Arena will set it up now.
And the momentum's all on the Valiant side, Eli.
Tucci, Smith. Smith in some trouble. Oh, and they're going to call an offensive foul on the elbow. Wow, so Sean Smith, Tim, gets called for the charge, apparently swinging his elbow.
And Coach Pat Scanlon's irate
Sean Smith's
on the sideline.
now got 4 personnel, right?
Three.
Okay.
And now Sean asking the referee about it. I don't blame him there. I didn't really see much of an elbow. I saw more of a hand when he basically turned the pivot foot.
To get it into Angelo. Now Fazzini. And we have a walk called on Lenny Radziak, who just checked in. 5'10", 160 junior is called for steps.
Now, Eli, the last time the deficit went to at least 9 points in the Valiant's favor, immediately right after, Kings came out shooting an abundance of threes. Do we expect to at least see that happen again here to end the game?
I think so. I mean, they're definitely continuing to fire. They're not hitting them, but that's definitely their game. So I'd assume they're going to continue to do what they always do.
They've taken definitely a lot less this half than what they did last half.
Absolutely. So Arena guarded by Angelo. Now Smith, 10 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Arena. 7, 6, 5. Arena attacks. Madden in the other corner. Just not quite enough on it there. But almost deja vu from the previous 3 hit in the right corner.
And Eli, I'm going to tell you there, that was great communication by Corey Madden on the floor. he saw Jojo Cobbs wasn't able to cut over, so instead, after he set the screen, he decided to cut himself into the corner.
Oh, Bailey, nice driving kick. And Fazzini is hacked by Madden. So Fazzini has 12 points, 3 personal fouls. First attempt. Fazzini hits on that one. They inbound to Cobbs. And we're going to have a blocking foul as Cobbs rushed up the floor. That's 17 fouls on the Monarchs now, so it's double bonus.
So Eli, I want to mention something very quick. Another 5+ assist game for Dom Arena, the senior guard. You talk about his passing ability being unique. He set up this offense for so many plays.
As Cobbs can't convert. And now it's Callejas. Bailey. Angelo. 3-try. Marini is good.
And at this point, you know
Excuse me, Milan. Excuse me. So Milan drains another one. He has not been shy. He's been shooting it all evening.
And at this point, you know this is what they're going to go for. They're going to try to work their way back into the game this way, similar to how the Manhattanville women's team did to end out the game in overtime.
We're approaching 4 minutes gone by here in the second half. Valiant's up by 4. 8 on the shot clock. Arena's going to have to go. Arena draws the foul.
I believe that's going to send them to the line for 2 now.
It will. Turn double bonus.
Only one. Oh, the Monarchs have advantage in double bonuses. They've drawn 10 fouls on the Valiants.
And Milan has fouled out. He's picked up his 5th. Let's see who head coach Andrejko in his 17th season, Scranton class of 1988, alum. Let's see who he brings in. He brings in Tanner.
And this will be Arena's first free throw attempts of the day.
So 1-1 for Arena. Can't capitalize. Bailey still scoreless. Brings it up.
And that's much of a surprise.
Fazzini for 3. Nothing but net. So the lead is now 1 for the Valiants. Pressure. They get it across to Cobbs. Now Tucci posts up the smaller Callejo. Smith looking to make something happen. Oh, they say it's blocked, so not a travel, as Fazzini got a piece of it. 11 on the shot clock, though. They're going to have to go. Arena. Smith, off balance. Misses badly. Here comes Angelo. Chance to take the lead. Tanner. Bailey, 3-ball. No good.
Oh, and here we go. Arena's going to have a foul. Oh, the ball got deflected. As they say, Arena had a fast break opportunity. That's something that he's so good at.
Valiant's looking to slow it down a little bit here. And that's going the other way. Fazzini draws the charge. It's going back to the Monarchs. A chance to take the lead here.
And if Coach Pat Scanlon keeps on the exactable substitution shifting, you should see Timmy Quinlan back in to enter the game soon. And that could play a big role on the defensive end if the Valiants can keep the lead here.
So Granda is in for Madden. Quick wet spot that Connor Callejas cleans up. 2:53 to go. Valiants up 1. Both teams come in at 7 and 11 overall. Kings are 3 and 4 in the MAC conference. Valiants just 1 and 6. Now it's Bailey against Granda. Fazzini thinks about it. 5 on the shot clock. Bailey's gonna have to go. 3, 2. And
I got the timeout off barely.
Andrechko calls a timeout with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. He is beside himself. Someone must have messed up in some way, Tim, because he's furious.
And obviously the shot clock doesn't show tenths of a second on it, but you have to assume there's not a lot of that 1 second left. It felt like that 1 second was on the board for a while, so once they get this ball in, they're going to have to put it up really quick.
So interesting timeout call, as I'm not sure what he thinks he'll gain here. I mean, even if you drop a play, like you said, you just have 1 second to work with.
Well, I think he was trying to save it there so they have an opportunity to put it up. The only thing I can think of is either if you get something down low and doing a little bit of a tap-up, similar to DeMarcus Cousins a few years ago, or you just catch and shoot for a quick three. But I don't even know if you have that much time to even do that. Because when that clock hit 1, I mean, it was literally up there for a while. So I'd assume you have about 3 tenths or 4 tenths of a second left to get a shot up.
So this has been a back and forth game throughout. Manhattanville trailed at the half, but now has a 1-point lead. Just over 2 minutes to go here at Kennedy Gym.
And Eli, how big of a victory would it be for the Valiants after a few tough losses, coming back and getting a big win here? That would be really good for them as they continue to work towards the end of the season.
So inbounding is Tanner. He gets it in. And
they hit the shot clock.
They say a violation, but what I want to know is how Callejas was that wide open. That looked like a defensive breakdown. I mean, Callejas had a wide open jumper attempt. Unfortunately for the Valiants, he missed it, but that was risky. Gronda, heavily pressured, but gets it off to Arena. Now they'll work into their sets. Pat Scanlon conducting the offense here. Now Cobbs has it. Cobbs needs to try to get on track here. Slow day for him. Gronda in the corner for 3. In and out. Wow. That one spun around like a corkscrew. In and out for Gronda.
How about Coach Pat Scanlon? Try to get everything reset, get a stop here, get a bucket, and then waste some clock. You gotta milk the clock.
Callejas tries to fake out Arena and loses it. Here comes Cobbs. Attacking 3 defenders. And a block is called. Josiah Cobbs making something happen on a 1-on-3 fast break.
And if there's anyone that can do that and even convert that, unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to, but JoJo Cobbs is one of those people that's so unique when he drives into the paint that he can A, protect the ball, and B, get up a shot.
So 1-and-1 for Cobbs as the Monarchs have 9 team fouls, 1 more for double bonus. Manhattanville is over the limit. They have 10 team fouls. So Cobbs will attempt the first. Cobbs is a 75% free throw shooter. First attempt is good.
And he was 1 of 2 in the first half, now 2 of 3 total. This is big here. You need to make the second one. Sit down now, relax, milk the clock, send some people to the line. You're 1 foul away from double bonus.
Cobbs' second try is good, so give Cobbs 5 points on the day. Chance of defense from the Valiants bench as well as the Kennedy Crazies. Bailey posts up and scores, and that is Joshua Bailey's first basket of the game. He comes in as our second leading scorer, but first basket of the game. Valiants lead by 1 again, 59-58. 16 on the shot clock, 109 on the game clock.
Well, it was almost a foul.
Tucci gets it in his sweet spot. Tucci's double teamed. Oh, and it's stolen from behind, but we're going to get a jump ball. I think arrow goes to the Kings, and it will. So Tucci had the mismatch on Callejas, but good help defense there from the Monarchs to force the jump ball and the turnover.
Another thing I'm going to point out quick, Eli, we talked about how for the Kings, how shut down Noah Tanner was. But how about them shutting down JoJo Cobbs? JoJo Cobbs, the second average high scorer for the Valiants. He's been shut down only 5 today.
Fassini took about 8 steps on that.
I think there was more than that, but wow.
But that gives the Monarchs a lead, and timeout is called. As bodies fly. Oh, Angelo got hit in the sweet spot. He's going to have to walk that one off. That's never pleasant.
And Granda got tripped up going back to the bench there.
Granda's in
hurt.
severe pain. He's going to be attended to by the training staff. Thomas Hickey also checking on him. Thomas Hickey is a really good teammate. So he's going to check on Granda, who's being attended to by the training staff. But what an unfortunate series of events, as just like that, the Valiants lose the lead.
And not just that, Granda was on the court, might I remind you, so now you have to put someone else into the game for Granda. And I would assume the person you put on the court is Dom Marina.
We'll see, though, if Granda's able to walk it off. I mean,
he's limping. I just don't think it's worth that. He looks hurt, and the way he walked over to the corner, it's just, you don't want to risk anything, but if he's able to play, he's able to play, you know? Just hope everything is okay. But if that is the case, I would assume Dom Marina would re-enter the game with 39 seconds remaining.
So this has been a totally even game, and this is why both teams have identical records. It appears like if these teams were to play 100 games, each would win 50. That's how even it feels. So,
and Arena does enter the game. They're going to stick with Mike Ryan as well.
So they'll inbound to Arena. About a 15-second shot clock, game clock difference. Now it's Arena, 13 on the shot clock. Cobbs into the lane. Cobbs is stopped. He's stripped. Mike Ryan will recover. 5, 4, and it's stolen by the Monarchs, and now you got a foul.
That was a great awareness there by Sean Smith, jumping in immediately and fouling. Actually, I believe they gave the foul there to JoJo Cobbs instead.
So Tanner, the freshman, will be shooting 2 shots, double bonus for the Valiants. Hits the first. Lead is 2, and a timeout on the floor.
And Eli, I have to say this, similar to last game in the women's game, whichever side wins this game really deserves it. Both sides have come out playing absolutely out of their minds. Sean Smith tying his season high and career high with 21, not only to mention the double-double with 18 rebounds, and still setting a rise really. But when it comes down to crunch time here, what's going to be really big for the Valiants is how are you going to plan it? Do you work something in the paint? Do you just set up for one shot? And who do you give the ball to? You know, you have JoJo Cobbs on the court, who's one of their better scorers and one of their better shooters. You have Sean Smith, who has the hot hand. You have Tucci, who's been one of the greatest Valiants to ever basically live on the court. And you also have Mike Ryan and Dom Marina, who Dom Marina can also shoot as well. But it all depends on how you plan it. And if you're Coach Pat Scanlon, what do you do?
To me, it depends also on how this second free throw goes, because it depends who you're going to go to, whether you're down 2 or you're down 3. If you're down 3, you're going to want to go to Haggerty or Cobbs or someone who's a strong three-point presence. But if you just need 2, maybe you play bully ball down low to Tucci or to Sean Smith. So this is going to be a crucial free throw in determining how Pat Scanlon will handle the remaining 16.2 on the game clock.
And with obviously no Haggerty on the court, you would have to assume that now the best three-point shooter on the court right now is JoJo Cobbs. And you can't discredit either. Both Arena and Smith can shoot from beyond the arc, and even Alex Tucci.
As Tanner calmly hits the second, so now the Valiants need a 3. They're out of timeouts. Cobbs, 9 seconds, 8 seconds.
He drew a foul.
You know, I'm curious, Tim, if that was intentional. so that the Valiants would be shooting 2 and are not able to tie this game up. I think that's what the Monarchs might have done.
And I think it's interesting because now this gets set up. You can have Callejas, who's a very, very strong free throw shooter. You could set it up for him to get the ball on the inbound and go to the line and potentially extend this lead.
And now after the Monarchs shoot free throws, assuming they're fouled, the Valiants would have to go the length of the floor, which is 7.8. So I think Coach Andrecco definitely kept that in mind. As Arena misses the second, they got a foul. And they foul Fazzini. So the lead is 2. If Fazzini hits both, this one's basically a wrap. If he hits one or misses both, the Valiants have a chance to tie or take the lead here.
And Fazzini himself being a decent free throw shooter, it's going to be intriguing to see here because it all depends if he makes the first one, how you play it out now.
Fazzini's first is good, so Manhattanville's in jeopardy of pretty much losing this one if Fazzini hits the second, because then it's a 2-possession game.
And the Kennedy Crazies want a miss here. 6.1 seconds, you got to get something set up.
And Fazzini hits both, so this one's basically over. Cobbs will have it. Calls timeout with 3 seconds. So the only hope for Manhattanville are, Tim, are A, to take a 3 and hope you're fouled, or B, take a really quick 2 and foul again, but I don't think you have enough time with just 3 seconds left.
I didn't understand necessarily there why they inbounded. I thought they were out of timeouts. Turns out
what I
they
thought
had a
as
timeout
well.
remaining. On the free throw, I would have just taken the timeout then at midcourt and put up one shot. Now with 3.3 seconds remaining, if you don't make the shot, there's not really much of a time to get a putback. So this shall be interesting. This is going to come down to a big 3-point attempt here and then a quick intentional foul. And you would hope at least if, let's say there's a missed free throw on the second attempt, assuming they make it, that they can get up a quick shot with about 1.2 seconds or 1.5 seconds remaining.
So I'm sure the folks on the Monarchs are being strictly told not to foul, just to keep your hands up, because even a 3 still leaves the Valiants down by 1 point as they trail by 4. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Valiants have in mind. They have Quinlan, Tucci, Cobbs, Smith, and Arena. So the starting lineup on the floor.
And you have to go with the catch and shoot situation here. You gotta, I wouldn't see why you go for 2 down low unless you're wide open. I would assume you'd be setting up someone for a quick 3.
So Quinlan's gonna inbound right in front of us. And Tucci shoots it, it's short, and that's gonna do it. So the Valiants are gonna fall here by a score of 64-61. They're gonna fall to 1-7 in MAC Freedom play, 7-12 overall. They lose their second straight. And Kings PA is going to go to 8-11 overall and 500 in MAC Freedom play at 4-4. Tim, what are your thoughts as this game concludes?
I'd say that's a really tough loss for the Valiants. They really not just needed that one, you know, to help their confidence, but also really you can't give away leads. And there's twice now where the Valiants went up 10 points and they blew it. And you got to stay up. But thinking about this, going into next game now, keep the confidence. The way they came out into this game, there was nothing wrong with the way they came out. They came out scoring. They were practically unstoppable, especially in the paint. I mean, I was very impressed by Sean Smith, 21 points, and obviously setting what basically is his first career double-double. And if he saw the ball more, there was even potential for a triple-double there. And also Alex Tucci continuing what he's had as a monstrous season.
So that's going to wrap up our coverage here of GoValiants.com Alumni Day here. Unfortunately, both teams wind up with a loss today, but hard-fought games for both. I'm Eli Zaretsky alongside Tim Moore. We want to thank you for listening here on a Saturday. Have a good night, everyone.